Hello, welcome to a first look at Songs of Conquest. This game entered early access on the 10th of May, which was about a week ago, based on when you're seeing this. It's a game by a group called Lava Potion, who I had not heard of, and with good reason. This is their first game. This game is I'll just read you what they say on the Steam page. It's a turn-based strategy adventure game that fuses RPG, tactical combat, and kingdom management. I saw this and I went, ooh, this looks cool. And I started playing it and I went, ooh, this is cool. So here I am. Not a whole lot else I want to tell you. This game's 30 bucks on Steam right now. A little pricey, but I think it's worth it. It is early access as well. I think I said that, but I'll reiterate because it's important for you to know. Take it as if you don't want to buy early access, it's a game to keep an eye on. It's pretty simple to grasp. I think that the game, and I saw a few people compare it to Heroes of Might and Magic. However, I have not played Heroes of Might and Magic, so I cannot compare it to Heroes of Might and Magic. The game that it reminds me the most of is actually Thronebreaker, that Witcher Gwent game. Have you ever played that? GOG exclusive, I think. You're gonna hear the music stop because I need to tab out and check my audio levels. Oh, the music didn't stop. Cool. It looks okay. The game might be a little loud, but I think it's fine. Yeah, you got single player and multiplayer. There's also a map editor, so you can make your own maps, and there's community maps in a section. And like, I took a look at the map editor. I'll show it off at the end of the video if you're so inclined. But you can make your own maps, and you can upload them like built into the system, which is cool if you're into that sort of thing. There's a set of tutorials here. They give you the tutorials when you do your first mission as well in the campaign. I will be showing off one of the campaign missions that I am on presently. And yeah, you can make a judgment for yourself. I don't know what the multiplayer is like because I did not look into it, and I will not be for this video. I tend to review games like this, review impressions, however you want to look at it, from the lens of just the single player aspect. Multiplayer is cool, but I don't really look at these for multiplayer. So real quick, I'll go through the options. They have a pretty like well fleshed out options menu. Languages here. I cheated and I looked. It's English, Russian. Oh god, I get them mixed up every time. I'm gonna guess. I'm pretty sure this is Japanese, French, German, Italian, Polish, Portuguese, Brazil, Spanish, and I'm pretty sure this is Ukrainian. Pretty sure. Actually, I got the Steam page open. I'll check. It's gonna be quiet for a second while I check. 9. It looks like they don't say what that is. But a bunch of gameplay settings. I won't go over all of these, but actually I will turn off screen shake. I didn't notice screen shake, but I'll turn it off regardless. But yeah, battle, or not battle, but gameplay settings that you can tweak to your liking. Video settings, they got the usual resolution, full screen, quality bloom, AI frame rate budget. I have no idea what this is, but it's there. Sound settings, check this out. They got numbers and you can click to put in a number. Huge, insane. I'm absolutely floored. Incredible. The music cut out. Hello? Video game. Well, anyway, controls. It doesn't look like you can rebind the controls, but you don't really need them. I'll actually turn on screen edge panning and then map editor stuff as well. So I'm gonna hop in here. I will show you how this works. I will go, take me to the campaign, please. So there's two main campaigns. It looks like the Song of Stoutheart and From the Ashes, which you can start as like 1, 2, and then there's also, you can grab custom campaigns made by community members. Again, if you're into that stuff, this seems like a great set of tools. And then there's also skirmishes you can do, custom games like so. I'm gonna go ahead and load into the campaign. Actually, I'll hit continue and I'll load into the campaign that I'm playing. So this is the Song of Stoutheart. I did the first mission, which is here. It's like a tutorial mission. You learn how the game works and things like that. And I will jump into the second mission here so you can see a little bit more of the mid-ish game. Looks like there's 4 missions in this campaign. I feel like a lot of the draw of this game is not going to be the single player campaign content, but it's going to be like the skirmishes and then looking into what other people make and playing cool custom stuff like that. But because it's early on, you may not find a ton of information or like a ton of content like that out there. I'm not 100% sure. I'll just be talking about the campaign for now. The mission that I did, by the way, the one mission I did while I was learning the mechanics took me probably like 30 to 45 minutes, I would say, roughly. So hopefully, yeah, there it is. It looks okay. I thought it might be lagging there. I'm not gonna read you the dialogue off because, but it is, know that this is an RPG and the dialogue is definitely happening. I feel like something got messed up with my audio. Yeah, it definitely did. I'm gonna crank it a little bit, and then if it gets super loud, I apologize. But yeah, you can also save and load at any time. You can read the tutorials at any time, and you can quick save and quick load, which is nice. So, what are you looking at here? Let me, before I just jump right in, this game operates on turns. So at the bottom right, we can end our turn whenever we want. I've toggled a gameplay setting so that you can always see the range that your character can move. This is not on by default. Top left is our character. We are Cecilia Stoutheart. She has 5 offense, 10 defense. We're level 4 right now, and she has a movement of 12. Every tile we move costs 1. If I hold Alt, you can see things that we can interact with on the map, like so. I think it is just very quiet, but I think it's meant to be very quiet in this area. You can queue up movement like this, and then press Q, or you can double click. If I click here, we can see our character sheet, which all of our gear is in our inventory. Glad I looked at this. This is gear that I got along the way. Ooh, it is a little loud, actually. I think it's just the music is a little quiet. I'll adjust it again in a second. So this is the gear that I have, and it gives benefits as you would expect: defense, offense, defense, defense, yeah. And then this one gives view radius and movement. The way that these stats work is, so your character doesn't participate in the fights, and these stats act as boosts to your army. So in the top here, you can see our army. We have 35 militia and 10 footmen split into 2 piles. You can split them up as you wish, but we only have 4 army slots. So at the start of combat, our units will get these bonuses based on the gear we have. We're going to have plus 24 to their defense and plus 6 to their offense. And then down here you can also see, I think from leveling up, yeah, I took guard when I leveled up, so I gave them melee resistance, and I took archery so my rangers do more damage. So that's roughly how that works. In battle, your character casts spells, which the spells list is here. You generate mana from your units, which cast. So all of my units give order. You can see it in the essences area. So when they take their turn, you get the number of order equal to what they say. So like the militia give me 1 order, the footmen give me 2, and then we have all these spells we can cast. And you get it every time they take their turn. So like in a single round, I would get 5 order, which would let me cast this protection spell, which lets me target a troop and give them 10 defense for a round. Pretty cool. There's a lot of this stuff, and I imagine different troop types give you different mana types. I'm going to call it mana from here on. They call it essence, but you know. And yeah, there's a lot of these. There's combo spells, it looks like, as well. So that's roughly it. At the top right, you have your resources: gold, stone, wood, glimmerweave, ancient amber, and celestial ore. I've only seen gold, stone, and wood so far. I imagine this stuff gets more fleshed out into late game troop armies and things like that. And lastly, you can see our experience here. But we'll just start getting around the map. I don't know exactly what our objective is, but there is some objective somewhere on here. But as we interact with stuff, we're going to get bonuses. So like I get a road sign here. The road sign gives me 2 movement. There is no reason to take all your movement at once. You can do it procedurally. Ah, we got a dude. I will actually read this because I should know what the hell's going on here, because it's going to tell me what I need to do. If I try to skip over it, it's going to be rough. But to summarize what happened in the first part, Cecilia, which is our character, arrived in the first area and found that the village she controlled was under a rebellion, and now we're going to beat the shit out of the people who started the rebellion, which I think is an opposing faction, maybe? Something like that. As Cecilia's forces neared the site of a battle, saw that it was all but over, and the victor, a warden in Stoutheart colors, was Vilya of Thorncliffe. Vilya wiped the blood from her axe and strode over to Cecilia. Oh, axe. Hail, Cecilia. Well met. I was just doing a little pruning. Some obnoxious weeds tried to take over this road. Orderly garden. Yeah. Lady Hammond has hired Barians, and they're headed for Ashbourne. I'm going to expedite the dialogue. I hope you don't mind, but I don't want to spend all this time reading. But know that there is like a real story, that when I finished the first mission, there was a whole song that played out and like a little animated screen, which I thought was very cool. I was impressed with that. Father's sentence was too harsh, and now your people pay the price. It's done. Yeah. But our father was also a shit and executed someone, and that's why we're in a rebellion, I think. And then he died. roughly. So I think they're actually something impedes my shipments of a celestial ore and ancient amber. Oh. To the west, I thought it was these bandits, but they knew nothing. It seems like they might actually give us a second character to control, which would get to be... That would add a lot of complexity. Must be Hammond's mercenaries, best to deal with them first. Okay. Something doesn't feel right, of course. Oh, she's going to meet us there. I don't have to control her, thank God. So the game will give you optionals and true objectives. So our true objective is just to head to Ashbourne. And then we got optional objectives to go to these mines over here, which if you control the mines, they'll give you resources every turn. I will go do them because I enjoy doing things like that. I'm going to turn... I think the music is going to... I think the game is quiet right now. And something's going to happen and I'm going to go, oh god, it's too loud. So I'm going to preempt that. And we're just going to move around. It's pretty fast to move around. Combat happens... I mean, you'll see. Combat does not happen on this map. It goes to a battle screen when you encounter an enemy on the map. Which, we'll see one eventually, I'm sure. But there's a lot of stuff to explore, and I really appreciate that you can just hold Alt to explore. I like this. So this is an example of one of those buildings we can claim. Claim this farmhouse, and now every turn it gives us 150 gold. And you can see that illustrated up here. There's also a sword on the ground. Sharp sword, I will take a quick look. +5 offense. Yo, dagger who? Nice. I imagine at some point we'll be able to do something with the dagger. You can also right-click to equip things, but I just like clicking and dragging. Me personally, I enjoy that. We can pillage this tavern. I don't... Oh, I see. Because we don't own this town, we would have to go pillage the tavern instead of having it be ours. Ah, here you go, new tutorial. Oh, actually, I will read through this. This is new to me. This was not something that was done in the first section. I thought I was through all the tutorials, so I fired it up, but this is fine. I will summarize, basically. So I'm actually just going to read it. Settlements come in two sizes. Small and large settlements and towns come with connected buildings where you can produce resources and troops. Recruit new wielders. Wielders are, that's what they call our main character, Cecilia. So like army leaders, basically. When you encounter a neutral settlement on your adventures, you will need to use a wielder to claim it. Use right-click on your wielder will claim it, furthering your conquest. Maximum number of wielders you can have is determined by how many towns or settlements you have and the tier of each town. Cool. Build sites where you can construct buildings. Left-click it, choose construct. Yeah, it makes sense. For each town or settlement, you can only construct one building per turn, and more can be unlocked via research. Oh, there's a research tree? Wow. Should you regret your current construction, you can cancel it and get a full refund. Small buildings take 1 turn, medium 2, large buildings 3. Almost all buildings can be upgraded, even small ones. Left-click to explore. Each town and settlement has a central building, which is where you can recruit new wielders. Revive defeated wielders. Okay, so you can bring your characters back. They're defeated if you lose the battle. From what I understand, I have not lost yet. Upgrade the amount of build sites you have access to. Cool. So this is the city or like kingdom management. We're gonna actually have to fight them for this though. Oh, never mind. I take it back. Alright, so now we can go visit this stuff and see what we get. So the farm gives us 150 gold per round. We can sell it for 600 gold and 2 wood, or we can upgrade it if we get wood and ancient amber. Okay, so it's like wood and then, and probably it's gonna be like wood and then the high tier wood is ancient amber. Oh, maybe not. No, you know what? Because now stone, because then there's nothing for Glimmerweave. No, maybe that's not it. Probably they're just different resources. I'm going to imagine it as tier 1, tier 2, right? Gold, stone, wood, tier 1, Glimmerweave, ancient amber, celestial, or tier 2, based on how it's presented. But I don't know. You can also check the tavern, right? So this is where we can go recruit new units. So for 420 gold, we can get 3 minstrels who give us different essences. And I think what they do is they don't attack. There's a bunch of stats, which I'll get into when we get into combat. I buy these guys. And they give us different essence, and they give friendly buffs instead of giving damage to enemies. So let's head left and go peep around. Oh, let's see what I can build here, actually. Peasant hut, which gives militia per round money, but it costs money in wood. So the only things that I can buy are quarry and a lumber mill. This is like your baseline. Build these so that you can build other things. So far, feels like what I want is I'm just going to look through. I'm going to click through very quickly. Yeah, so I want this. I want a barracks because I really like footmen. and I ran out of them when I was playing in the first part of the campaign. We get a knight. These guys are also very good, but these also have requirements. You have to research something. Wow, this is pretty in depth, I gotta say. Grand Armory, research how to craft stronger weapons and armor. And Academy, but I don't have the resources for this stuff. So let's grab, start small. Don't worry about it. High tier stuff, I feel like this is something you have to compound up to. Let's start small. Let's grab a lumber mill. Easy peasy. Don't worry about it too much. I can see this game getting pretty complicated though, really. Let's grab the pile of wood here I missed. 2 wood. Nice. But I could see this, this kind of reminds me of, do you remember the game Kingdom? Which was, I think, it was like, there's Kingdom Classic, which I think is free. Obviously that's a little different, but the building out your settlement kind of reminds me of that, where it's like a wave-based survival. Spending your resources to build buildings. I guess it's a bad allegory. Allegory? Analogy? What have you. Lumber mill is finished, and we cannot upgrade, of course. But we do, so if we sell it, we get 75% of our money back, which is cool. So your lumber mill has been completed. Awesome. I could see this if it's like PvP based multiplayer. I could see this very or being very interesting, actually. I like the idea of the city building, because up until now, I guess the reason I'm harping on this so much is because up until now it felt like the rounds didn't really matter, but this adds a bit of flavor to it, I feel. Some militia gathered on the road to the mines. Milady, the mines have been overrun by beasts from the forest. The Fae are attacking. Hey, have you trespassed on the tender wield, or worse, felled any trees from those woods? Tell me truthfully. No, Cecilia Stoutheart. I love when they just address you by your full name. We know the old ways here, and we never trespass. Only a few days ago, the Fae spirits swarmed out a tender wield, attacking all in sight. We fled. A few days ago was before the malicious trespass. We will try to reason. We're not. I don't think we're gonna be reasoning with these guys. Give me my money. Oh, baby, 8 footmen. So a lot of these will have a choice. You can either hire these guys or just take the money. I will hire them, and they'll get added. I'm actually gonna go. I think I can go in here. I don't know exactly how you do this, but I'd like to change the stacks. There it is. You drag them on top of each other. I'd like to even it out just a little bit. Alright. I'm pressing space. Oh, I pressed E to end turn. Bear with me. I'm trying to use the keyboard. I should not do so. I'm just gonna take troops. Basically, I'm just going to always take troops, except for here because I don't have space. I can only carry up to 50 troops, so I will take the money here. Could also just leave that and then take the troops after the battle when I lose some, but at long last we can go do some combat. So there's enemies on the map, and if we walk up to them in their sphere of influence, we can engage them in combat. Enemies can also walk up to you and fight you, but most of them that I have found so far do not engage in combat actively. You can run away from fights if you are the aggressor, but if someone else is the aggressor, you cannot run away. I'm not reading this. We broke no oaths. Yeah. So, battle starts out. We deploy our troops. We can deploy our troops in the blue squares, and if you have high enough scouting, you can see where the enemy troops are and what they are. Looks like there's only 4. The map is built into low ground and high ground. You get bonuses if you're on high ground. There's also no line of sight, so like if I'm standing here where my mouse is and there's an enemy here, you can shoot right through. Honestly, kind of just really nice to not have to gauge that shit. When you're really into it and when you've played a lot of this, I imagine this will be a feature you like, but you can quick battle and basically auto-resolve the combat. You can also drag to reorganize your unit's positioning. I'm going to do a little bit here, but let's begin. I'll run you through it. This is the bulk of or this is not the bulk of it, but this is the combat portion where we actually have the fights that matter. So at the bottom is the turn indicator. Your turns are determined by unit's initiative. The enemies got to go first. So if I click on an enemy, I can learn more about them. The Fae Spirits have 8 to 12 damage and they have 6 health, and the number above the health bar is their stack. So the troop stack has 5 units in it, giving this unit a total of 30 health. And every 6 damage, that stack goes down, and their damage goes down and all of that. You can see all their other stats here: melee, offense, defense, movement, and initiative. And if I right-click, I can attack them if I'm in range. Now, I don't know what the hell this guy does. Actually, just no clue. +1 movement and ends the turn. +5 defense to friendlies. Seems good. So he's just going to sit here and rock out now. The red space around the enemy is their area of influence, which matters. So when an enemy enters the area of influence, the enemy... Or, oh, I'm saying the enemy twice. If I enter this sphere of influence of this enemy, they will get to attack me. They get a free attack when you enter. However, if you enter and make an attack, your attack goes first. So if you enter and kill, then they don't get their return attack. And then also if you leave the sphere of influence, you take an opportunity attack. Very standard stuff. And we'll move these guys up. Kind of just lock down the area. My soldiers should do well. Now on the left here, you can see as I have been playing and making moves, I've been building up the mana, which I can now spend if I so desire. I probably will spend this soon. And you get it at the start of your turn, not at like the start when the unit takes its first turn, not at the end. So last bit here is the Rangers. They have a few things different than the melee units. Rangers get bonus damage, or rather Rangers lose damage if you move them on their turn. So you're going to see this here because they can't attack anything. They take a 50% penalty. However, range units also have some other stats here. I cannot mouse over it. I apologize. But if you look, they have the offense and the defense stats as you would expect. They also have a deadly range. So the total range of this unit is 5. They can attack anything within 5 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But anything in the deadly range, which is between 3 and 5, takes double damage, I believe is what it is. Right? I think that's how it goes. It might be, is it within 3? I'm not actually 100% sure. I believe its deadly range is 3 to 5 for this unit, but if you hover over here, you can see 50% less damage because my unit has moved, and 20% less damage because they're on the low ground compared to this enemy. You can't take shots at enemies that are outside of your range, but if you shoot here, it'll also show you this attack is going to do 20 to 61 damage, which will kill 3 to 5 of these fake creatures. We also get bonus damage because our offense is higher than their defense, and I assume that that's a scaling up number. Combat's actually very fast when you're not explaining everything. I forgot to use my spell. I wanted to give this guy defense boost. Oh, I'm just going to end the combat now, I think. Is this an area effect, the aura? It is. It's definitely an area effect. Okay, so like I can move this guy here and fear no foe. We're going to crush here. Calm down, the target enemy troop gets lower damage. I do really like games that give the flavor text like that, like just a quick line of flavor text alongside the abilities, I feel adds a ton. He actually took a counter hit. My bad, I should have played protection on you. My bad, brother. Because I can't actually finish off because the militia, easy to recruit, and they have a really high stack, but they have to reload after every shot because they use a crossbow. Nice. Combat, like I said, it goes very fast once you get the flow of it, and you can process it quickly, but I was slowing down to explain things because that's your first combat that you've seen, of course. And then at the end you get a summary. We lost 6 footmen, and they lost all their troops. We confirm, we gain XP, move closer, and now we can carry on with our turn. And that's basically the entire gameplay loop. I'm going to speed up a little bit now, more or less, so that I can finish this video before super late. Oh, end turn, right? And then I'm going to pop back over here and see what I can do. Manage defense, upgrade to large settlement wielders. I can recruit you if I have space. I see. And so she has different starting troops and a different skill. What does Cecilia have? I don't know. I imagine I can do that if I upgrade, perhaps. Take a quick look. I have wood coming in every turn now. We have a large building site over here. Can I build a small thing on it? I can. This is the marketplace. A place to trade and purchase resources. Oh, so we could trade money for stone there, I bet. I'm down because I want to build on the medium site and not waste this on the small site right now, I feel. Let's do that. And that'll take 2 turns, I believe, to build. We'll go searching. Oh, gold, stone, wood. Is this? Oh, this gives 2 wood per round, this lumber camp. Cool. Let's see what the commander has. For boar hunting and defend for the horned ones, right? So we can get this relic, which uses both hands but gives +9. Or we can take 2200 gold. I'll take the relic because I don't really feel like I need gold right now, but later on I'm sure that I will rethink that opinion. So you can see the area that these guys are defending as well as this white space. I can actually just walk right past them if I so desire. I'll do that here to show it off. Just so you can see it. I'm sure you can imagine how it works, but I like to show stuff like this off. And if I... Oh, hold on, there's actually dialogue happening here. My mistake. Celia Stoutheart could see that there had once been a path here that led to the gold mines above. Perhaps they could be dislodged from above. Oh, so I have to go around is what it's telling me there. But yeah, you'll see if I end my turn here, which I'll do this just to show it off. This enemy won't move. Now I will kill them, but... I want to cluster my melee troops, and I like starting the militia up here. I want to cluster my melee troops so I can move them to, like, these spaces and then get the minstrel there to block, or put up the bonus defense more accurately. I really enjoy the manual battling, too. The gameplay, I have a lot of fun with this sort of combat style. So, I will be doing mostly manual battles. I don't know if you can speed up the turns. Auto battle, let the AI play control. You will lose control and not take it back. That's a cool thing that you can do. I can't skip my turn. Like, I can't have this guy go after the footman, sadly. 1 to 2. I think that you're a melee fighter, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna move you to, like, here. And then play Fear No Foe. 2 to 5. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, shouldn't be too much damage taken. And then can you go... Can I do... This is a good piece of learning. Is there a way for me to go, like, here and attack without eating an opportunity attack? Oh, you get stopped when you move into their range. Gotcha. Good to know. And so, let's take a moment. First of all, oh my god, look at the damage we're doing. 133 to 399. This is the deadly range. Yeah, so it's... between 3 and 5 is your deadly range. Or no, maybe it's just exactly 3. I've been thinking that it's where the orange circle is for deadly range. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. That's deadly range for all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So yeah, I think it is, in fact, between 3 and your max range is the deadly range. Maybe it's a little different. That's something that you can work out for yourself a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and drop protection on my minstrels. Okay, that's fine, and we'll pop probably here. Because I'm worried about my footmen. Oh fuck, they're dead. Kinda thought the minstrel, I mean, I guess they were just singers, so you know what? Respectfully, that's my B. Sorry, boys. Now you will take an opportunity attack for running, and 5 of them died. This enemy is actually kind of beating the shit out of me. Oh, also you didn't get to reload. Oops. Alright. Well, I could have played that out a little better, but we learned, and learning is half the battle. Isn't it? No, but yes. R.I.P. to the bards. I'll get more when we head back to town. Didn't really think they were that good, but I didn't get to a point where I got to use their ability. Now, when you level up, you also get to choose a skill. And every 8 levels, the game says, you get a power, which is a more powerful skill, basically. Troops gain 30% melee resistance, so this is 10% more melee resistance. This is the ability to bring 5 troop piles, and it seems like the command always comes along, and then the skills are randomized a little bit. 5 troops doesn't seem like it's going to be an issue anytime soon. I'm down for melee resistance, honestly. And then for doing that, we get this stone deposit. 2 stone per round, huge. I imagine that in a more fleshed out, like, combat-oriented campaign, there's gonna be, like, enemy troops coming in and taking my shit back, and I'm gonna have to think about things like that while I'm out exploring, right? I can already see how that would happen. Whole battlefield is a buff, right? Plus 20 defense, minus 10 offense for our next battle. Out of movement, I press E. Yeah, I'm gonna play this how I would play this myself, and I don't really care how long it takes me. I feel. And what I would do here is I would just explore everything. Oh, what the fuck? That's so far away. Hello. Stoutheart forces explored the ravaged area. Some scouts reported in from the nearby lookout tower. Oh, hey. Greetings, milady. We've just fled the Amber Mines. The Fae have taken control and outnumber us. The Fae have no need for amber. Why would they leave their woods? Heard battle cries of Stormspire. It was terrifying. Stormspire might be their leader. Maybe they can tell us what action has broken the peace. Okay. Groups want to join. So you can move them in manually, or you can just click mass move and the game will handle it for you. Mostly the game handles it in a way that makes sense, I feel. These milestones that I've been clicking on also, they give us bonus movement, money. Let me go pop my head over here and see if I can do anything. Ancient Amber, Ancient Amber, Ancient Amber. Okay, so we're stuck on Ancient Amber for sure, but we can upgrade our settlement. Income increase to 1,000. I think it's 500 gold. So this is going to pay for itself in 5 rounds. Wielder limit has increased, and you can purchase more wielders at any of your town or settlements. Oh, so I was right about that. So now if I so desire, I can recruit this lady for 2,500 gold. That's cool. And then I assume she has a different movement set. Yeah. Wow. That adds a lot, I feel. Let me head over here and grab some minstrels for you. Yeah, my track record with minstrels has been a little shaky, I will be honest with you. However, I'm confident. This time they're gonna do great. Confident. Kind of want to go for, because I don't really have anything else, I almost want to go for like a peasant hut here. Guard tower, +1 max size garrison of footmen, and so, oh, so this is like for defending your home base. Oh, it also gives you footmen and militia per round. Building size is smaller than the build site size. So the game seems to be implying that I should be trying to maximize the size versus site. Manage defense. I'm gonna let the game teach me about this later, because I don't know what that stuff is. So I'm just gonna go exploring with this lady. I missed that 75 gold and a source of power here. Imagine it's an artifact. Oh, and you know what? I bet I can equip new stuff to this character too. Hang on, can I move things between them easily, or do they have to be nearby, perhaps? Because don't you have... or did I take the money? No, you have the spear. Can I give this to someone else? How do I... is it possible? I don't know if I can. Maybe if they're on a similar tile, you can. Let's go check the... the artifact's pretty far away. Let's go check the level 1 treasure chest. Money. I kind of thought that because that was a level 1... I expected that to be a mimic. Offering tree. I think I can drop money at that for a buff. And the orchard. Apples sell $1,000 for apples? What? In this economy? In this economy is $1,000 for apples? That's fucked up. No, I go drop these apples off at the offering tree. +3 offense, +3 defense. Cool. Yeah, it kind of, once you get the feel for it, I feel like it goes pretty fast. I'm also a little worried I'm gonna get smoked by these spirits. I'm gonna put these troops together now. Move them all. Because my groups are dying off. I feel I could. I'm gonna send the new wielder over here to explore this area, and I'm just gonna move towards the objective with our main character here. Face me. I want to try the quick battle out, actually, if you don't mind. I just want to see how it works. So, because in my experience, you know what game had a quick battle system is Mount and Blade, that is. And that game, when you did quick battle, your troops usually got fucking slaughtered. But we'll see how this game's quick battle system works. Oh god, I lost 5 footmen. That actually, you know, that seems about right. But still a little scary. I'm running out of footmen. Let's see, what is Vilya? Vilya? I'd say Vilya for that. See what she has to do. There's a bandit hideout, there's a milestone. I'll grab the milestone, actually. I said I was going to send her over here, but I'm going to send her over here, actually. The Happy Spirit. Go check out the tavern. 20 minstrels. There's also this upgrade tab, which I have not seen so far. Sure, give me 20 minstrels. I'm in. Full stack my minstrels. Ooh, Ancient Amber. Oh, now, you know, I wish I didn't buy all those minstrels. I could upgrade something here. It's alright. Oh, I should check out what the marketplace has. Ah, so if you take the marketplace, you can just turn gold into any resource, it looks like. Cool, but it's expensive. Okay. That's good to know, though. That building seems very important. Money is very prevalent. I don't have a slot for those, so I'll just take the money. Feels like there's always a lot of money, so. Resistant skeletons? Yo, what the hell's going on over here, man? Hey, skeleton boys. There's some glimmerweave. There's a big lectern. God damn, look at that thing. It's like the size of a house. The hamlet Danesborough had been reduced to rubble, and in the middle of the wreckage, walking skeletons with rusted weapons were seen. Threat is medium. Game kind of gives you a little assessment on how it's going to go. I'm going to see if maybe there's something that gives me bonus damage versus skeletons here. Stigner of Whitecliff developed a method to detect areas where essence occurred in abundance. Later, Aurelia's Council of Wielders would construct these essence spires. Ah, +1 offense, +1 defense. Nice. Seems good. So I'm gonna explore the village before I fight the skeletons over here because they're kind of spooky. Old bones. You got another chainmail hauberk. Ancient amber excavation. Okay. So this is like a bunch of setup stuff that we're picking up here. It feels like things that'll set up our town for later. I'm pressing I. That's not what it is. It's C. +7 versus +4. Yeah, I don't mind. Main hand +6 versus +5. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, it looks good. One of the things that I've definitely determined in this game so far is that when you take fights, you're guaranteed to take losses. It's very, very difficult, it feels, to not take defeats and like lose troops when fighting, and it's just part of the game. That's how it goes. It's not like a bad thing per se. There's no amount of correct gameplay that's gonna stop an enemy from walking up and smacking my units. I'm in a manual battle now because I enjoy it. I might actually just we're getting a little long, and I feel like I've given a pretty good overview of the game so far. So I may wrap this up when I finish this little side quest here, so that I can leave the main quest to you to check out for yourself. I'm gonna skip this guy's turn and just leave him here. I don't want him running in and dying. I mean, this is this deadly range too? It is deadly range. Okay. So we can pick them off as they walk at us, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna protection my footmen and hope for the best. So the archers here, they do not have to reload, which is very helpful. Oh god, RIP brothers. You guys just need to finish your reload. Yeah, and now our damage is down because we are not in deadly range, we're just in regular range. Still 4 to 5, reasonably likely with it. It's 27 to 41. This enemy has 30 health. Nice. And then they do their counterattack. Like I said, the combat goes pretty quickly once you get into it. You can parse through it very fast. However, my troop stack is looking a little bit spooky here, and by spooky I mean fucking dead. All my footmen are gone. But we do claim this ancient amber, which seems good. Oh, we gained control of the amber mine. Sick. That was one of the objectives. So I'm gonna pop over here and see. I can make a barracks. What does this give? 1 knight per round, but I need a peasant hut. Oh, I also need the celestial ore, which I don't have. Let's grab the barracks. I'm down. I guess I could buy celestial ore if I so desire. What do we get? Economy, wielder, and human research, or human research and human troop improvements. Either way, it looks like we need 5. We need 5 glimmerweave or 5. What is it? I have to buy. Let's grab the one that I only have to buy 1 for at the marketplace, which is this one. Yeah, need 1 of those, and then I will build. Oh, build cubeful. Right, you can only build 1 thing at a time. Of course, that makes perfect sense. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm just kind of skipping through that stuff. There's gallows over here. It doesn't look like there's anything that's going to make me fight any better. So I'm just going to take the fight. I'm feeling good. What foul magic did this? Yo, the skeletons talk? Where's your vocal box, dude? You're just a rib cage. Bound to her. Bound by oath, bound to conquer. My axe will send you back to the grave in pieces, so you stay there. First of all, Villia, you don't actually do the fighting. Your axe doesn't have any... Your axe doesn't do anything here. Second of all, oh my god, we have no troops. I'm a little bit concerned about this one, brothers. But let's give it a shot. We have 30 minstrels to fight the good fight. My axe will send you back to the ground. But first, let me play you a sick ditty. Can you shoot here? You cannot shoot here. I kind of want to... Let's see what their movement's like. Movement is 3, so I should be able to take out 1 or maybe 2 of them. I'm gonna move back and end this unit's turn. And you can actually shoot from here. But this is outside the deadly range. Deadly range is 4, range is 7. Oh, you know what? I bet it's like... Really, this is outside of the deadly range. It makes sense intuitively that this would be outside of the deadly range. Or wait, is it outside of the deadly range? No, it is, okay. So maybe it's like specifically at 4, or maybe it's within 4. I'm really truly not sure, and I apologize. I don't quite grasp the deadly range. They gave me a little tutorial on it, and I read it, and I went, yeah, I think that makes sense. And then I'm lost. Create a barrier on the battlefield. Oh yeah, the game did talk about those, but I haven't actually gotten to use them yet. The battlefield barriers. Yeah, I moved these guys back thinking that we would do something a little different here. And the enemy did not do something a little different here. Too bad I can't, like, Overwatch. Yeah, so deadly range is definitely within 4. I'm gonna move myself back into... I'm gonna back myself up into the corner here. Let the minstrels tank for me. Let the archers shoot. Now we get some spells. Here we go. Now I have generated enough mana. All friendly troops get lower defense and higher melee offense. Well, that's terrible because my whole troop stack is ranged except for these minstrels. Swap places between 2 target troops. Max distance between them is 3 hexagons. Does not seem good. Target enemy troops gets lower range and lower deadly range. They're all melee. This is the +5 initiative, +1 movement, and then this is move friendly target. Target friendly troop 1 hexagon. Troop will randomly end up in one of the adjacent hexagons. Okay, these actually all seem terrible. However, well, I don't even need the initiative, right? Because the enemy, we always go before them anyway. So, yeah, none of this seems any good at all. I will save my mana and I will use a swap later on, perhaps. Or, more accurately, what I'm probably going to use is I'm probably going to use Creation Essence to build that barrier, because that seemed good. Just keep rocking on. Fear no foe, brothers. Is this deadly range? No, okay. So it is when they're within 3. That enemy that was just at 4 was a little different, it seems to me. This is definitely not deadly range. I'm gonna just shoot at this one for now. Try and pick off one. They're almost here. If I could put a barrier up right here, what we get? We get Earth Block. This is what I was hoping for. We can also drop a protection, but this is 4... I saw this in there. It's 4 Creation Essence. I can block off my archers completely with this. And now it has 30 HP, so they can cut through it if they so desire, but I will not be doing so. I'm just gonna keep playing the guitar, and you gotta reload. 2 to 3. This is deadly range. Yeah. Take this one out. This is going to be rough, I think. Oh, they cut through that immediately. Our minstrels are gonna do most of the fighting here, I think. This is Boiling Blood. Deal 8 damage to target troops. Can I boil skeletons? Target enemy troop gets lowered damage. That seems good. We can lower this guy's damage. And then we can pop this one. Can I boil your blood? No. Oh, you can't attack from range if you have an adjacent enemy, of course. Move them 1 hexagon. I don't really like that. Let's try boiling his blood. No, you actually can't. That does it do 8 damage every round? That's interesting. You are gonna take a retaliation attack if I swing with you here, but I think I'll just end your turn. I have the character, like the militia are not that good here. I'm happy to sacrifice them to save our boys in the back here. Let's just keep working on them. The minstrels are fighting the good fight. 5 to 9, 5 to 7. It's more likely, was it 55 is our lower bound, so it's 3 plus 66. It's 69 is how much health they have. 92, good work. Do they take 8 every time? I'm not sure. End your turn. I'm gonna try to keep this militia stack alive. Damaged troops, if I didn't mention, I'm sure you kind of grasp. They just heal at the end of the combat. So, like people that don't have full health, and we did it. That was a really cool fight because it felt like a lot of the fights up until now have felt like a bit of a steamroll. That felt really fun. It was a little more involved. I had more planning and utilizing of my spells to do there. That was cool. Ah, and she leveled up. What do we get? Your troops get plus 10 initiative, your troops gain 10% damage, or the ability to bring 4. I'll take damage. I like me hit. Let's just walk around and grab stuff here. Wood, stone, gold, as you would expect. A gallows, XP. Of course, you get some experience from looking at the gallows, as you would. Just keep looking at burned buildings. Hop over here. I'm not 100% convinced that Cecilia can defeat whatever's over here, but we'll give it a shot. +1 movement. You ever look at a levitating obelisk and then you can walk faster? Yeah, me too. +2 movement, +1 view radius. Nice. Don't mind if I do. And onwards. I imagine there may be some troops around here that I can pick up, perhaps. Usually it seems like they've been pretty good about making it so you don't have to do any weird return trips. There's so much stuff on the ground. Crazy. Oh, I didn't actually go interact with this lookout tower. Can I recruit more troops from this? The view? Oh, it gives you increased view radius, of course. That makes sense. Where are they, by the way? They're over here, right? No, where am I going? Celestial ore mine. I thought there was a UFO on the ground. Ah, here's where I'm going. Forgotten Sanctuary. That's where I'm heading. Building. Kind of just want to bring Villia over to kind of like reinforce. I don't know if I can combine their troops or anything. XP or Ancient Amber. Well, I have Ancient Amber production, so I'll just take the XP now. Yeah, it's a free level. Builder gains movement. Doesn't seem that important. Like, I'm not on a timer right now, but I imagine later on things like movement are more important. But it doesn't really matter how fast I get to places. Build our academy, and we can learn how the research works. Rangers will also be generated in these barracks. Ah, okay. And so these guys are going to act not as like generated troops that I can take out, but they're going to act as defensive troops, I think. Maybe I can. I mean, I have the money in the woods, so I may as well. This turn. A little level up, don't mind if I do. Troops gain ranged offense, income. Yo, we can become taxes! We get taxes! Oh, hell yeah. I also think this is terrible, but like, hell yeah, brother. My new favorite spell, the IRS. Go hit the Guardian Monument. Can I reach that, actually? This looks like some sort of a boss who I think is going to... They're between 1 and 25 in number. Huh. There's an artifact here. Did I not see that? Gloves of the Merchants Guild. Plus 100 gold. You ever wear some gloves that just make money because you're a merchant now? Pretty slick. Huge rats? A 51 to 99 rats? What am I playing? Dishonored? What the hell is going on here? 100 gold. Ah, some minstrels, so of course, to replace my lost minstrels. Of course, of course. Again, I'm just gonna start moving Villia over. I think if I move a step closer, medium threat. Yeah, it's tough because I just have archers, and as soon as an enemy gets on top of my archers, I think I'm gonna get smoked. So I'm gonna kind of look around and maybe try to return home. Oh, right, because remember, they said that the path was blocked, and I could probably unblock it. Ooh, +1 range? That's sick. The path could be unblocked from above, right? Yeah, block some boulders. There you go. Now we can head back to town and maybe recruit some more soldiers before I go sending it. Open research menu. Research menu provides an overview of all research available to your kingdom. Research is connected to specific research buildings with their own focus. You only need to build a specific building, but you need to defend it in order for your research to endure. Oh, so if you lose the building, you lose the research, it sounds like. Oh, or maybe it's just not researching. Either way. Human research, we get troop size to militia and sappers. Troop size to minstrels and troubadours. Oh, and these have costs associated. +1 order. Ooh, +1 glimmerweave income. I'm down. Now, does it take time to research? I wonder. It looks like it just... Okay, so it looks like it just keeps going, right? Yeah, it does just keep going. Gotcha. Like, I can just do this and I get it immediately. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna head on home. I want to see if I can pick up the people that are in this barracks. Because I would really like to. Get more troops. Oh, yeah, I told... Oh, it costs money, though. But yeah, before we head off into this side quest, I'm gonna grab these troops. Are you offering to? Did I not go to this? I have no money, so I can't offer. 10 offense plus 10 defense plus 2 movement until the next battle. There's a pile of gold over here I could grab to offer to this tree. Why didn't the tree just grab this? Hello? Enemies completed, barracks, marketplace, yeah. Let's head on up. Yeah, this video is going to be a little longer, but I'm having a great time with this game. I don't really mind, for one, and for two, I feel like it's cool. I feel like it's fine to just give you a little bit of a longer overview of the game, because there's a little more to it, and I wanted to give it. I feel like sometimes I cut the videos a little early, and there's more to learn with the game. But, you know, either way. I could also see myself doing a little series on this game, on the campaigns that are in it so far, if this seems interesting to you guys. Yeah, easy now that I picked up some more troops, by the way. Before the mine stood fey creatures that Cecilia Stoutheart had heard of in legends, but never seen. They were the horned ones with their power and speed of rams, and the temperament to match. Who is your leader who dares to break the covenant and occupy Stormheart lands? Jandra Stormspire, the one who dares breaks no covenant. Wait, the one who dares breaks no covenant and has called for your destruction. Get out of here, loser. I'm going to destroy you. So, I feel like I learned a lot from that last fight I just did, where I kind of cornered myself and played around my ranged troops a little more instead of sending it with my meleeers. Ooh, but they're fast. Okay, so I have a bad feeling about how these guys are gonna do. Let's take a look at their stats. 40 health. Ooh, buddy. Oh, they also gain movement and damage but lower defense when they get attacked. I see. So I'm going to basically abandon my militia, and I'm going to have this troop go stand here and chill. Ooh, you might actually just kill one. Hey, high roll, please. Nice. I will pop you, but I'm going to remember to press protection here. Kill one. Should be no problem, actually. These guys are going to hold the line. And you'll kill one for sure, but then you take a return hit. I wonder if it's worth it. I feel like it is, because I think that if I kill one with these guys, because my militia up here is just reloading. Yeah, just go ahead and end your turn. I think I might, yeah, by killing one, I might have a chance of killing the entire stack so they don't take another hit on the next turn, which it did appear to work. You guys are pretty dead. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. How much health do you have? You're very gone. God bless. Nice. Good fight. I mean, the footmen are just going to get slaughtered. That seems to be the prevalent theme so far. And you could do things like split up your troops for that fight so that you have smaller stacks and can lower their damage more, perhaps. But, you know, a win's a win. Claim this mine and that'll be the bonus objective done. Out of movement. Just give me an alt, please. Out of movement, of course. I'm going to grab this ore and then I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I think that's a good stopping point. This is one of the longer first looks that I've done, but I think that this game has a little more depth to it. So, you know, do I recommend this game? Yeah, absolutely. This is super fun. I think it's great. There's also much more content to come. I imagine because of multiplayer, there's skirmishes you can set up so you can just play like, I don't know how to describe it, but like scenarios, I guess, generated ones, maps, however you want to think about it, versus AI, I imagine, which will be a little more involved than the campaign is. Feels like the campaign is a good way to introduce you to the mechanics, and then you can get into the meat of the game itself. There's also a map maker. Oh yeah, I wanted to show off the map maker. I will pop it up real quick if you don't mind. So let me make a save here, and let me hop to the main menu. I will show you the map maker real quick in case you were interested. It's pretty impressive, honestly. I mean, not like super impressive, but when you open it, what they say to you is, hey, this is what we use to make maps and we're just giving it to you. So you have tools here which you can draw with, it looks like. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not a big map maker myself. Oh, you get to draw on like little effects though, it looks like. Oh, you can do it like mirrors too. So yeah, there's gizmos. Wow, look at all this stuff, right? It's a pretty well involved map maker. Like I said, this is what they said they use for this. So if you like doing map stuff like this, here you go. I don't know if you can expand it beyond the size, but I would be surprised if you could not. You can rebuild height, it looks like too. Just a ton. So if this is your cool stuff, there's also a file section here. You can upload it into mod.io, which I imagine is something where you store these maps. You can save it, you can make a new one, all of that. Just wanted to show that off real quick because I know that some games like this, they thrive because of map editors and things like that. So that's here too if you think that's cool. I think it's really cool that the devs just said, yeah, here's the tool we use. Make your own shit if you want. Go nuts. And then there's a community map section, which I'll click on real quick. Oh yeah, look at this. That's pretty cool. So yeah, community generated maps as well that you can check out. So yeah, I think this game is definitely worth keeping an eye on. 30 bucks on Steam. Looks like a ton of content. I like it a lot. If you're interested, if there is interest, I will do a series of the campaign because I had a lot of fun doing that. So you let me know. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.